Hey everyone, welcome back to Lala's Kitchen. Today I'm taking this classic Filipino dish called Adobong Pusit and giving it my version of a modern twist. So instead of using squid, I thought I would use octopus for a change. And so this is what it looks like. And if you're interested to see how I make this, then keep on watching. So I searched everywhere for raw octopus, and the only place I could find it was at Seafood City. And so I'm gonna soak this in vinegar. We're gonna salt all the tentacles and scrub all the sucker parts of the tentacles to make sure that everything is nice and clean. That way there's no unwanted smell and unwanted flavors when we start cooking this. And then on a clean cutting board, we're going to begin sectioning this octopus. It's quite giant. Make sure you separate all the tentacles. And optional, I am removing some of the tough, darker skin parts. But again, it's your choice if you want to keep them on. So in an Instant Pot or a pressure cooker, I'm adding some oil to the bottom of it and going to saute some chopped garlic, some onions, and some tomatoes. And that is the base of any adobong pusit, so we're going to use the same flavors in our adobong octopus. So sorry for the steam on the camera lens, but I did add some vinegar and soy sauce, which is pretty much the base of any adobo recipe. And then I'm going to season just a little bit of salt and pepper. Then we're going to add our octopus pieces into the Instant Pot or pressure cooker, then add a little bit more salt and pepper. Mix well so that the octopus gets all of that adobo flavor. Then add some water, just barely enough to cover it, so about a half a cup. Place the lid and make sure the valve is set on seal and pressure cook for 15 minutes. Just make sure all the pressure is released before opening the Instant Pot or pressure cooker. And so we're going to remove our tenderized octopus tentacles, and then we're going to set that aside, and we're going to strain the broth and thicken it. So this is optional if you want to strain, but I think it looks nicer when the broth is strained. So optional is to remove some of the skin. And while I was doing this, some of the sucker parts came out, so I ate those as a snack. But you don't have to do this step if you don't want to. But I thought it would be nice just for presentation to have a couple of tentacles that didn't have any skin or any of the suckers on them. For some nice smoky flavor, we're gonna grill our octopus tentacles. Once they have grilled a couple minutes on both sides, you can remove them and place them on a clean cutting board. So I'm slicing some of the larger tentacles on a bias just so that it's a little pretty for presentation and, you know, a little fancy for the home cook, just because, you know, we hardly get to go out anymore. So it was kind of like a fancy dinner for me and my husband. So I am making sisig na mangga, or tomato mango salsa. This is traditional with Adobong Pusit, so of course I didn't want to skip out on that. My little twist on it was I added some pickled shallots, which really give it some nice acidity and a really different flavor. And now for some of course, my fancy plating, trying to be a fancy cook here. And seriously guys, I love plating and making things look fancy. It's like therapy to me, except I only want to do this for friends and family, and that's it. Sorry guys. Adobong octopus with sisig na mangga, like you've never seen before. Now it's time for the taste test. Seriously, the octopus is so tender, has a nice smoky flavor from the grill. Love eating it with the adobo sa mangga, especially with chopsticks, because it makes me feel like I'm at a restaurant. So good. I hope you guys give this a try. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video where I take classic Filipino recipes and give them a modern twist, then please like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. See you in my next video.